In today's Byte, you will learn how to create a fact-based culture in HR. Creating a data-driven culture in HR is one of the biggest challenges in the people analytics space. Even though you might already have a great people's analytics machine in place, you still need HR professionals to make this machine add value to the organization. Here are some tips to help you move towards a fact-based culture. 1. Creating a changing plan. 2. Creating awareness around the why. 3. Showing in practice how the change can make the organization's work easier and more valuable to customers. 4. Creating a community of early adopters and change agents. And last but not least, lowering the threshold and making it fun. Now let's go over these one by one to see how they can deliver the most value. First, create a changing plan to help structure your efforts in making the change happen and show senior management that this sort of shift in mindset does not happen overnight, but takes some serious initiatives and energy. To make things even easier, I'll give you some tips about how your change plan should look like. Personally, I think it helps if you think about it in terms of questions that your plan should answer. Some examples, just to name a few, are questions such as: what is the change in behavior we are aiming for? Why is change needed? What phases are necessary? We usually work in 3 phases: create awareness, build knowledge, and develop skills. What are the target groups? Which interventions are most applicable for these groups? What are your phases and interventions in timelines? What are your targets concerning the team governance and budget? And so on. Second, you need to create awareness around the why. Creating a more fact-based culture within HR is a major change in many organizations, which is why it is paramount that senior management understands why the change is necessary and beneficial for the company from a strategic perspective. Third, show in practice how it can make their work easier and more valuable to customers. Another basic principle of change management is to make the needed change recognizable and practical for anyone listening. And remember, this applies to all employees, including senior management. Think about it this way: how will it help my cause? How will it help me do my work better? What specifically should I do differently in my daily work? Why is the current way of working not sufficient? In doing so, these are the questions your plan should provide the answers to. 4. Create a community of early adopters and change agents. At first, when creating awareness, you want to target everyone. However, as you move further down the road, it is wise to start focusing on people that get it and are enthusiastic about it. For instance, try involving them in your activities in promoting fact-based working. Eventually, these people will become great change agents in their teams, as long as you keep them involved and engaged in the development of new tools and ways to working and regularly ask for their feedback. Finally, 5. Make it fun and lower the threshold. Don't only discuss amazing and complicated analytics, but make a point in talking about simple examples too. A good example of a data-driven HR business case is always a good idea. When it comes to applying fact-based working in practice, it can be stimulating to work through a case together with peers, even if the case is a fictitious one. For example, the Dutch ABN AMRO Bank created an actual analytics escape room. You would be amazed by how much energy and fun results from groups of people trying to solve an analytics puzzle together, and of course, competing against other groups. The key is to keep it simple at first and not to try to run a marathon immediately with the whole group. That was it for today's Byte. If you are curious and interested in knowing more on this topic, remember to click on the link in the description. And to keep updated with our daily Bytes, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to our channel.